The following is a presentation of the United Wrestling Network.
Good evening, Los Angeles. My name is Jack Farmer, and I am being joined by TK, Todd Kennelly, as well as Blake Bulletproof Troop. And tonight on our episode, we're taking the rule book and we're throwing it out. We don't need it, as all of these matches have no rules. We're kicking things off with Heather Monroe facing Ruby Raze in the HALSTON body bag match, one that has huge repercussions for all of championship wrestling. We also have a big main event. Is that right, TK?
Oh, no doubt about it. It'll be tag team action. And we saw Rosas and Kevin Martenson face off for the Hollywood Heritage title. Now they will join forces to try and eradicate SoCal distancing.
Enough with the pleasantries, guys. I am excited for this. Jack Banning, Jordan Clearwater. Finally, these two are going at it. Last man standing. Gonna handle all the drama. I'm excited, guys. You ready? TK, what is that little thing?
It's how you use it. Look, at least I have something. What, you didn't bring a weapon? It's hardcore. Let's fight on.
And again, the only way to win this match, guys, is to put your opponent inside the HALSTON body bag and zip it up.
Oh, Ruby, quick firing off an attempt. Heather Monroe, though, fighting back with all of her might.
Well, Heather's been fighting for herself, fighting for the division. You know, as you mentioned, we found out as well that not only did Nico Marquez not have the authority to cancel the division, but there will be a United Women's Championship as well. And you'll remember the warning of Heather when it comes, using her assets here, to Nico's contracts that he's been putting out there.
Nico Marquez is absolutely dangerous. The way he can word things, the way he can twist things. We saw what those contracts mean. We don't want anyone to fall. Oh, Heather going for the body bag already, but Heather Monroe issued the warning. Do not sign anything Nico puts in front of you. You don't want to end up in a predicament like CWFH, who was at the bidding of Nico Marquez.
Yeah, basically a hired hand, Chanel, and a hired gun here. Talk about contracts. Nico has basically put a contract out on the career of Heather Monroe. Some nasty stuff here early on by Ruby Raze, Blake.
Ruby's definitely come out here and she's putting her hands all over Heather Monroe. If Nico Marquez can't stop the women's division, then he's going to try and cripple it by bringing a hired gun like Ruby Raze in here to do some serious damage to Heather Monroe.
Oh my gosh, but Ruby, more than just a hired gun, you know that expression, if you love what you do, you never work a day in your life? Ruby enjoys things like this, but I don't think she enjoyed being tripped out over the top rope.
Well, she was the only woman to ever compete in the Red Carpet Rumble. If she was in it again, she would have been out right there, eliminated. Low bridge by the Killer Bay. We saw the Killer Bay use her environment as a weapon against the previously unstoppable Camille on Primetime Live and dished out a lot of punishment in the process. Now head scissors takedown, and Raze goes down again. Raze, of course, was also very effective on pay-per-view on Primetime Live, defeating CWFH.
CWFH and now Heather Monroe, though, like you said, using all of the elements that she can. The best way to incapacitate someone like Ruby Raze, double your size, is to knock her out on the concrete.
Uh-oh. Getting awfully close to that HALSTON body bag here, Blake. And that's the only way this thing can end. There, you can see there's no counts, guys. There's no countouts, no disqualifications. What do you have to do, Blake, to completely incapacitate an opponent enough to get him inside that HALSTON body bag?
I would say you're looking at a knockout or choking somebody completely unconscious for the amount of time you're going to need to slide their body all the way inside that bag and zip it up.
And out here is where you can find many weapons to create a knockout possibility, including a big forearm shot there by Ruby Raze. That post, if she takes, that's what she's thinking. That's what Raze is thinking.
Oh, into the cobwebs around the post.
That's going to bring a whole new meaning to clear the cobwebs. A couple shots here. And impervious to pain, apparently, is Ruby Raze. Watch out. Ooh, thought better of it. Oh, man.
Heather Monroe's going to have to do a better job of utilizing the things in the environment to start attacking Ruby. If she continues to try and just go head-to-head with Ruby, she's going to continue taking damage.
Oddly enough, that's a similar move that Heather used against Camille on pay-per-view, running her into the post, and Ruby took a glare over to that body bag momentarily, but I think wants to dish out a little more punishment first. Again, you can only imagine what Nico Marquez would have told Ruby Raze to do to the Killer Bay.
I was just thinking the same thing. A win here is not all I think Nico Marquez is looking for. I think he is trying to have something bad happen to Heather Monroe because he went and found the biggest and baddest girl that he could to get in the ring with Heather Monroe tonight.
You're not kidding. This main event, HALSTON body bag matchup. Again, no pinfalls, no submissions. The only way to win, put your opponent in that HALSTON body bag, and you have to zip it all the way up, lock them inside, and
seal their fate.
Yes, indeed. We don't often see Ruby Raze up top, and this might be a huge opportunity. I don't know if Heather Monroe can muster the strength. It would take one hell of an effort. Oh, it just gets shrugged off by Ruby Raze.
It's a dangerous place to get into a fist fight up there on the top ropes because somebody is going to come tumbling down.
I think only in a Freddy Krueger type dreamscape could somebody muster the strength to superplex Ruby Raze in the form that Heather Monroe was looking to do it. And again, look at this, blatant choke, but look at, no warning, no admonishment because it's perfectly legal in a HALSTON body bag match. This matchup continues. Both Heather Monroe, Ruby Raze taking each other to task, but who will go in the body bag? We'll find out after this.
At CarShield, we're always looking for the brightest talent.
Thank you for calling CarShield. How may I help you?
This styling, profiling, limousine ride, wheeling, dealing son of a gun is here to tell you that CarShield administrators make sure you don't have to pay for expensive auto repairs. Woo!
We want our employees to be themselves.
Woo!
We encourage teamwork.
And woo! Where's my yogurt? Woo! How'd that taste?
But at the end of the day, it's all about the customer.
CarShield's doing it better than anybody else alive. They're the money-saving, roadside assisting, tow truck getting, rental car providing, son of a guns protecting you from expensive car breakdowns. And one more thing, CarShield cars go farther. Woo!
Call 800-952-1286.
Are you or someone you know suffering from drugs or alcohol and need help? With private insurance, treatment may be available at little or no cost. By calling us with the patient's private insurance card, we will explain all treatment options. Admissions counselors are standing by. All calls are confidential. This is a free service. Take the first step. Let us help you today.
Call 1-800-943-5966.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, and as you know, my passion is to help each and every one of you get the best sleep of your life. That's why I created my new Giza Dreams bed sheets. I started by using the world's best cotton called Giza. It's only grown in a region between the Sahara Desert, the Mediterranean Sea, and the Nile River. It's ultra soft and breathable, but extremely durable. My Giza sheets also include full 21-inch wide pillowcases that will fit over any pillow and deep pocket sheets that will fit over any mattress. The first night you sleep on my sheets, you'll never want to sleep on anything else.
Go to MyPillow.com or call the number on your screen right now to get your very own MyPillow Giza Dream Sheets. Giza Dream Sheets are available in a variety of colors. Use the promo code and Mike will give you 2 for 1 low price and free shipping. That's right, get 2 for 1 low price plus free shipping.
For the best night's sleep in the whole wide world, visit MyPillow.com.
Rolling Ruby Raze now towards the outside. A precarious position here for both Ruby Raze and Heather Monroe. Two competitors that you think would certainly factor into competition for the newly minted women's title when that happens. Oh, look at this, shot after shot.
Oh, Nico Marquez saying that he gets what he pays for as Ruby Raze destroys Heather Monroe. It looked like she was trying to carve her up like a jack-o'-lantern with those lariats.
And that's what we talked about, Blake, that really is a hired gun. trying here not just to win, but to take out the Killer Bay. Don't tell me a pile driver on the apron. The Killer Bay finds a way to fight on and get out of there. Whoever loses this thing might not be celebrating Halloween, but All Souls Day tomorrow. Back and forth action here, guys, in our main event.
You can see the fight within Heather Monroe. She rallied the troops against Nico Marquez, brought together the women's division that Nico Marquez was trying to end. And you got to imagine that's a target on you. Someone someone Nico wants to silence.
Swing and a miss. I totally agree with you, but now the Killer Bay hitting hard and heavy on that apron. We know how hard that is. And maybe instincts, but the Killer Bay rolling back and rolling away from the HALSTON body bag.
Definitely rolling away from the dangerous place they were both on the apron, right next to that table. I thought somebody might have been going off the apron and through the table.
Inzaguri by the Killer Bay, showing a whole lot of heart. She's been fighting for herself. She's been fighting for the women's division. You know, this is a more gutsy Heather Monroe, a more driven Heather Monroe. Before it was the you can't wrestle here. Now Heather Monroe is always ready for a fight.
She better be ready for a fight. She's in there with the baddest women in the division, Ruby Raze.
And think about the fact Heather can't be the queen of the women's division at Championship Wrestling from Hollywood if there is no women's division.
That's right, and that that was almost the case. Teetering here on the brink of disaster.
No.
Full head of steam. And right on the table,
gosh.
it does not break, and it gets absolutely laid out on the slab like she's in Frankenstein's lab. Bad stuff here for the Killer Bay. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh, can you imagine the impact that Heather Monroe's spine just absorbed?
She better get herself off that table or Ruby's gonna come crashing down on top of her.
Oh, no.
I don't even want to think about that, man. She hit so hard on that table just with an absolute thud. No. Why did you put this in the atmosphere?
Oh, gosh.
Full senton, and the table doesn't give an inch.
Oh, gosh. Heather Monroe absolutely reeling. Ruby, though, feeling the impact as well. HALSTON Body checking.
And Blake, when you take a shot on that like that on the ground where there's no give, nothing to absorb the shot, I got to think that's got to just multiply it tenfold. I would say into the cover. I mean, it's just instinct, but there is no covers here. Now the full mount. And vicious ground and pound by the Equal Opportunity Assassin, brought to you by Nico Marquez.
But now HALSTON Body up on the apron trying to tell the referee to check on.
Oh, no!
What in the world?
The official turned inside out, and again, it's legal. There's only one way to win this match.
Well, think about the fact that the woman who just clobbered our referee is on the payroll of the minority owner of the company.
That's a get-out-of-jail-free card if I've ever heard one.
What the hell is that table made from? Is it freaking concrete crypt, for goodness sakes? Unbelievable.
Now Ruby Raze bringing the body bag into the ring, trying to capitalize on almost, oh gosh, Heather Monroe, though, making her way to her feet.
And there it is, Soul Eater, that big spear by Ruby Raze. Perfected in her time in the Santinos, and now pulling the official up. Pulling him up and taking him out.
Jeez, this is lawlessness. There's no reason, there's no official. Ruby Raze is just...
Maybe this is Nico Marquez's plan to get the women's division canceled. He wants to bring Ruby Raze in here to just raise hell and lawlessness.
And now showing off that HALSTON body bag, and then the referee, the official Scott Johnson, was just trying to keep somebody from getting seriously hurt in this thing.
Here comes Heather with a chair.
Wait here. Throwing the high heat across the plate, caught Ruby Raze right in the head. You might want to go for the double tap here, though, guys. They never stay down. The monsters never stay down in a horror movie.
I'm surprised HALSTON's not jumping in there and picking Heather up. Here comes Heather. She's getting up.
Get that chair. In essence, a stake through the heart. Heather Monroe going to work. Take no chances.
He said that one was for Nico. Oh! You can hear that deafening thud echoing off of the body of Ruby Raze, the Equal Opportunity Assassin.
Ironically, it's the assassin that's paying the ultimate price right now. Look at this, chair shot after chair shot. They're laying the body bag out, that HALSTON body bag, one size fits all.
Look at that, the marabou feather zipper pull, probably made of satin with rhinestones and glitter, the true handiwork of HALSTON Body, and Heather Monroe working to get her opponent into this body bag and seal it up.
If Heather's able to seal her up in there, I bet Nico Marquez is wondering what he's got to do to take Heather Monroe out.
Oh, wait a minute, CC Chanel.
What?
CC Chanel, and she seems conflicted here, guys.
Yeah, the look on her face, she looks so upset. What's the...
What are you doing here?
She clocks HALSTON Body.
Cece must be... Is she under the directives of Nico Marquez? She looks so tortured. Uh-oh.
She didn't look, she looked, that spray right into the eyes of the Killer Bay. I mean, it was tempting to take, when Nico Marquez offered contracts, the women of Championship Wrestling from only, oh my goodness, oh my God, back from the grave. I told you, they never stay down. CC Chanel accepted the contract, and now she's doing the bidding of Nico Marquez, you gotta believe.
CC Chanel just looking for an opportunity that presented itself, but you gotta read the fine print. And now, meanwhile in the ring, Ruby Raze, sometimes they come back.
And here we go again. We saw this on Primetime Live. This will bury anybody for good. Nasty, nasty business there. And I guess business is good for the equal opportunity assassin. And after so much fight, I don't think there's anything left, guys, after that. Who could possibly?
It absolutely looks like Ruby Raze has added another body to the body count.
Oh, now Ruby telling CC Chanel to get the referee.
Oh, how convenient that she's out there to do that.
We should have known Nico Marquez had a backup plan, just in case Ruby Raze started getting beat up a little bit. She's got to zip it all the way up, though. Heather's not all the way inside this bag yet. She's starting to come to life a little.
Well, not yet, but HALSTON Body isn't there to give any assistance, and she got absolutely spiked on her head, and now here we go. It's zipped up now, and the referee has been woken up
now
and calls for the bell.
Here is your winner, Ruby Raze.
Ruby Raze gets it done.
Why decide between a walk-in tub or shower when you could have both? Call now and we'll upgrade your new Safe Step walk-in tub purchase with our exclusive free shower package.
Once you turn 60, you have to realize there are limitations, whether you want to admit it or not. My walk-in tub has helped me to continue to enjoy a much better quality of life.
Call 800-905-7492. That's 800-905-7492. 800-905-7492. Call now.
This is a paid advertisement for legal services. Attention landscapers and farmers. Have you or a loved one been diagnosed with Parkinson's disease or another condition after exposure to paraquat or another herbicide containing paraquat? If so, you may be entitled to significant compensation. The herbicide paraquat has been linked to increased risk of Parkinson's disease and other conditions. If you or a loved one has been diagnosed with Parkinson's after exposure to a herbicide containing paraquat, including paraquat, gramaxone, helmquat, or Devore, call the number on your screen or visit pqhurt.com immediately. Landscapers, farmers, or anyone working with paraquat may be at a higher risk due to increased exposure. Again, if you or a loved one has been diagnosed with Parkinson's after exposure to paraquat, call Wright and Schulte at the number on your screen or visit pqhurt.com now for a free consultation.
And if you don't think Banning's right at home in this style of matchup, you don't know Jack.
Yeah, Jack Banning is a different breed of guy. He is a vicious, vicious competitor. I'm not going to let my personal opinion of him get in the way of my job this evening, but I will say that Crazy it's a different kind of competitor because you don't know what they're going to do in there, and he will put everything on the line to cause damage to his opponent.
Deadly combo of crazy, but also calculated. And introducing his opponent, weighing in at 220 pounds, the Golden Boy, Jordan Clearwater.
Earlier on, we saw the Hollywood Heritage title change hands. Former champion now Richie Slade losing the title to upstart Jordan Cruz, but if it hadn't been for Jack Banning, perhaps this man, the Golden Boy Jordan Clearwater, would still lay claim to that prestigious title.
You know, I absolutely believe he would still be champion, but I think that this whole ordeal with Jack Banning and Jordan Clearwater, it goes beyond the profession. This isn't a competition between these two guys anymore. This is a fight, and that's why they both had to be suspended and kept away from each other until we could get them in here inside the Championship Wrestling Hollywood ring to lock up.
It's been a war of the body physically and a war of the mind as well. We saw that when Clearwater beat down Banning. He was smiling. I think he knew that he broke a little piece of Jordan Clearwater.
Oh, he sure did, and I think that suspension was apropos because I don't think we would have gotten anything done around here if these two were allowed anywhere near each other in recent weeks. But the separation probably only added gas to the fire of the animosity between the two.
Yeah, there is a lot of tension in the room between these two. You know, you had mentioned that maybe a piece of Jordan Clearwater broke, and I don't think a piece of him broke. I think we're seeing a new part of him that wasn't on the surface before, that Jack Banning was able to scratch deep enough to unleash the rage inside Jordan Clearwater that I've been trying to bring out of him for a very long time.
Laughing is Banning. You know, I think a piece of Banning might just broke with that huge Beal, and another one, pillar to post all the way across the ring. Let's go over the rules, where there are very few. No pinfalls, no submissions, no countouts, no disqualifications. Anything goes. You have to incapacitate your opponent where they cannot get to their feet by the count of 10.
My goodness, you're talking about breaking Jack Banning. I think he is beyond fixing. They should have left him locked up, and now Clearwater looking to just stomp the life out of him.
You know, I don't think you can physically break Jack Banning. He was just getting pounded on, and he was laughing. He enjoys this kind of matchup.
I think he enjoys bringing this out of Jordan Clearwater. Again, going back to my earlier point, I don't think there's not any part of me that ever would have thought that Jordan Clearwater would put himself in a situation where he gets suspended.
You know, I think the thing is Jack Banning likes changing people. He's that type of guy where he's bringing something out of Jordan Clearwater that a lot of people didn't realize was inside Jordan Clearwater, and I think to Jack Banning, that's a victory.
Well, and Banning is now looking for an equalizer. He's got a trash can there, metal trash can. I think Banning just despised the opportunities that Clearwater got. But he earned them. He earned the shots at the Heritage title. Banning thought it came easy to Clearwater as Banning was locked up and trying to, find work.
Blocked by Clearwater, thank goodness. That could do some damage, in the enziguri with the assist from that trash can lid.
Fantastic counter there by Jordan Clearwater. It's one of the things that we've been
working
on.
on. Going.
And there you see that shot again. Picture perfect enziguri into the trash can lid, into the dome of Banning. Banning still smiling maniacally. I mean, how do you kill someone who just keeps getting up and enjoys it?
I think Jordan's doing the right thing by just trying to beat him down even more.
Again, it's all legal. Anything that the warp mind of Jack Banning can come up with, you can do in this last man standing match. But so far, it's Clearwater that's taking him to task.
Yeah, I get what you say there, James, but Clearwater has proven he can take himself to this level, and he can fight fire with fire when it comes to Banning.
I think not only being able to fight fire with fire, but his technique is continuing to improve. This kid was a white belt when I first met him, and he has continued to evolve where his striking's on a whole new level. We saw with that counter to the counter when he landed that enziguri kick on Jack Banning.
I love that you mentioned technique in a matchup like this, but striking technique will come into play. You got to believe. Now Banning with that front facelock. We know how dangerous he is with the guillotine. It was the guillotine that cost Clearwater the title. Now spinebuster into the trash can.
Again, more preparation that Jordan Clearwater and I had done for this was being able to defend against that guillotine choke. And that right there was one of the defenses that we went over.
There we see Banning again. The count is on. Up to 5, halfway there.
Clearwater saying stay down. Oh, sort of invoking more from Clearwater. It says he loves that fire in his eyes.
And we saw in their first official encounter, it was physical warfare, but it's also always verbal warfare by Banning. The clothesline up and over, both spill to the outside, and Clearwater continuing the full court press here, guys.
Clearwater setting up those steps for something.
He's setting it up to do some damage. I've been trying to bring this rage out of Jordan Clearwater for quite some time, and now we're seeing it in the violence that he is unleashing on Jack Banning.
You hear the thud of Banning's body and then the cackle of Banning's maniacal laugh to follow. This guy is just sick and twisted.
How scary is that when you just slam a guy into a set of steel stairs and he laughs?
He just keeps moving forward, and now the Golden Boy has got a table. I mean, I think you're going to have to completely knock Banning unconscious to stop him here, guys, because otherwise he's going to enjoy it and he's going to keep coming back for more.
You know, you might just have to do that, but I'll tell you what. I think that Midas touch could do it. I think the Midas touch can knock out Jack Banning.
I think you're going to have to send him to the hospital or the cemetery, as Clearwater likes to say, to put this guy away. Maybe send him right back to the funny farm.
Never has it been less hype. Oh, he's going to get that choke on Clearwater.
Man, Clearwater's a little stuck in the ropes initially.
Using the power again. He used it before into the spine buster, and now Golden Boy takes him right into the post. Look out here, swinging a miss with the Midas touch. That's going to send shockwaves right to the knee.
Could have broken his foot, too.
Clearwater now down. That knee might be compromised here as he missed the Midas touch. He you know, was shooting his heavy artillery, and Blake, he was shooting blanks that time.
He was shooting blanks, but both these guys have been looking for the finish. We've seen Jack Banning multiple times now go for that guillotine choke. We've seen Jordan Clearwater go for the Midas touch. Both these guys are looking for a finish.
Battle on the outside here, and Banning back in control. Oh no, he's got the leg, he's got the knee into the post. Clearwater in deep, deep trouble. He can't get up if he can't stand. This matchup continues next.
Do you use Viagra or Cialis? Have you been thinking about trying Viagra or Cialis? What if we can promise you the same results for less than $3 a pill? If you're paying $20 or more a pill for Viagra, you're getting taken to the cleaners. Our pill delivers the exact same results for less than $3. We'll do the math for you. You'll save more than $16 a pill for the same results. Want more? We'll give you 40 blue pills or 40 yellow pills for $99 and add 4 more pills free. You save more than $500. Stop overpaying for expensive prescriptions. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to know what to do next. You need to call now and get your 44 pills for just $99. Stop overpaying for Viagra. Call us anytime, day or night, and start saving big money for the exact same results. Have your credit card ready. Ordering is fast and easy, with your pills delivered to your door in a non-marked package. Call now.
Yeah, Jack doesn't want to go back, and that's, you know, maybe never has it been less hyperbole in order to get out of this last man standing match with Banning. I mean, I'm shook by how sick this guy is.
Again, anything and everything is legal. One big devil's playground for Jack Banning. He's got him isolated. He's got him on the dissection pan, but Clearwater digging down deep and fighting on in this main event, last man standing matchup. Wow, what a shot by Banning.
Man, Jack Banning needs to be very careful. This is a dangerous place for him, and Jordan Clearwater is preparing to toss him off the top rope.
And Clearwater's got to be careful, though, too. He's got a bum leg, and, again, Banning's so calculated, so crazy, but also he always has some sort of sick strategy to employ.
I'm with you here. I don't know if Clearwater's got the stability in that knee or the power to brace and go for the superplex. Battling it off here.
Oh, God.
Look out. Oh, he's got him in position. Maybe thinking power bomb here. Can he
hold on for dear life, Jordan.
Man, this has been a very dangerous battle between both competitors. I have seen both guys come very close to going,
low blow,
table.
and
Wow.
it's legal. It's as legal as a wrist lock, and he's got Clearwater in one hell of a bad position here, guys. Look out, he's hoisting him up. He's hoisting up the Golden Boy on his shoulders. Banning.
God.
What's he got in mind?
No. Oh, mercy!
Death Valley driver right through the table, and look at the sick smile on the face. Chef's kiss.
Wow, that's a psychopath right there. That is a straight psychopath.
And if it's a chef's kiss, it might be the last meal, the last supper here for the Golden Boy. There you take a look at it. Death Valley driver reducing that table to splinters.
It might be the kiss of death for Jordan Clearwater's career. The count here, last man standing, Banning. may have just finished Clearwater.
TK, this is hard for me to watch. I like this kid. That was a big slam off the top ropes, man. He looks like he could be seriously injured
Count
right
getting
now.
high.
It's up to 8. He's only got 2 seconds. I don't think it's going to be possible here for Clearwater. Race against the clock. He finds a way.
He's as tough as they come. He is as tough as they come.
Boy, that was close. Barely, James Kincaid. And he gets back to his feet, does Clearwater, only to be knocked down again.
If only for a moment did Clearwater manage to break up that count. Banning seeming even more sort of disturbed by that fact. I think he really thought that he was saying Clearwater to the hospital there.
If there is life inside Jordan Clearwater, then there is fight inside Jordan Clearwater. He will never quit.
What is Banning doing now? He's shrugging off the ref time to shush, maybe to stop counting, let him go to work.
And quite honestly, there's nothing the official can do about it because and Banning now.
What's he got? What is that?
Is it his
a
ring gear? That Eat the Rich jacket he brought out here?
Looks like it.
Who knows what this one's going to say? Wait.
What does Banning have in mind? Is that Todd? I think
no,
that's a straight
no,
jacket.
No, sure is.
This looks familiar.
Oh my God.
It feels familiar to me, but it's anything you've never seen before.
Said this looks familiar, and you're going to see something you've never seen before. Banning is all too familiar with how to put one of these on a straitjacket, courtesy of the mental institution.
He's looking to take Clearwater deeper into Banning's world than I could have ever imagined. He's putting that straitjacket onto Jordan Clearwater, and Clearwater's defenseless right now. I mean, he's still reeling from going through that table. He's at the mercy of Jack Banning, and there's none to be found.
Unable to fight this off. You're right. He's pretty much hapless right now, and he's certainly going to be helpless if Banning can seize the arms and secure this thing, Blake. Blake, I can see Blake getting really antsy over here. I know it's tough.
This is going to be bad. I don't know what Jack Banning has in store, but, man, we've seen him do a lot of vicious things. And Jordan Clearwater, he's not entirely defenseless. He knows how to use his knees and he knows how to use his legs, but his arms are now out of this battle.
Yeah, but he's helpless. It's hard to even get back to your feet here if you can't, post off the mat or use your hands or arms in any way. He's a sitting duck. He's a wide open target.
TK, this is hard for me to watch.
He's defenseless right now. Oh, they still showing the ability to dodge.
Wow.
And to Blake's point, using what he's got available to him.
So he's used to using fists, elbows, knees, and kicks. He might not have his arms in the battle, but he knows very well how to use his arms, and he has fantastic kicks that can finish the matchup.
Headbutts as well. Everything he's got. He's only got 3
he's biting him.
Extremities to work with. Anything goes. And and look at these. Anything goes, and these two are nose to nose. Unbelievable. Now into the post.
Again, Clearwater's just at such a disadvantage. I mean, give credit where credit is due. Now Banning has a chair, and Clearwater he can't block a chair with his legs, can he? I mean, he's stuck in that straitjacket.
Yes. Why, yes, he can.
Midas touch.
Yes, he can. Midas touch. And beyond all odds here. Banning's out. Look at this.
He's not getting up.
I think that chair ricocheted back into the face of Banning.
Count up to 4 now. How did he do that? Incredible.
Banning's not moving.
Jordan Clearwater's still in the corner, very hurt. This could be it, though. This could be it.
Counts up to 8. Clearwater was able to rally earlier. Can Banning up to 9. 1 second to go. He did it.
That's it.
Clearwater does it.
Here
Unbelievable.
is your winner, Jordan Clearwater.
When you're an armless man in an ass-kicking contest, you probably don't have the greatest odds, but Clearwater digs down deep. It comes down to the Midas touch.
TK, that was tough for me to watch, but I knew this kid had it in him. I knew he wouldn't quit, and that Midas touch brought the W home.
Beating the odds, showing his iron will, the Golden Boy prevails.
This is a national healthcare alert from the 24/7 Diabetic Health Hotline. If you, a family member, or a loved one has diabetes, listen closely. Now, regardless of your age, if you have insurance, you may qualify to receive diabetic testing supplies with little to no out-of-pocket cost. Get free delivery, free information, and all the paperwork is handled by our accredited suppliers for free. Call the 24/7 Diabetic Health Hotline now for details. Toll free at this number.
You've decided to go back to school. Good for you. So, which would you rather do? Get up early, get dressed, drive to college, find a parking spot, walk across campus, only to sit in a giant lecture hall, or earn your degree from home with Independence University.
I have 2 small children, a 10-year-old and a 4-year-old, so the online format and the flexibility was a must.
I could work at my own pace, and I was still able to take care of my kids while going to school.
We'll even provide you with a new laptop and tablet to keep when you graduate, and a personal student success team.
I have had such personalized attention, and it's an online degree.
If I had a question on the coursework, I always got my answer within an hour or 2.
I will never be able to express what I owe this institution.
Independence University, online, but never alone.
Call 1-800-768-2670, 1-800-768-2670.
The following contest is an unsanctioned match. Introducing first, the team of Dom Kubrick, Miguel, and the last of a dying breed, Andy Brown, SoCal Distancing.
Unsanctioned match and SoCal Distancing seem to go hand in hand when you think of their actions, guys. The hell that they've put Ray Rosas through, costing him the Heritage title. And now anything goes in this main event as we cap off a 2-week celebration of the 500th episode of Championship Wrestling from Hollywood.
SoCal Distancing. SoCal Distancing. It's time for Ray Rosas to get a little up close and personal with you. Believe me, I've been waiting for this for such a long time. Such a long time. But here I am, by myself. Kind of backfired on me when I was such a miserable person to a lot of people. Not a lot of people were lining up to be my tag team partners. As a matter of fact, there wasn't a person on this single planet that was going to team with me. Luckily for me, I was able to find someone off-world.
Who's it going to be, guys? Rose is basically saying that his past transgressions cost him will talk. Yeah, he's from a different planet, all right. Kevin Martenson, PHK, takes to the air.
I gotta say, I'm a little happy to see SoCal Distancing the ones getting surprised from behind.
Boy, we saw Martenson was instrumental as well when SoCal Distancing, and this again is unsanctioned. Ray Rosas using the Arizona State title on the side of Miguel. And Martenson was instrumental in SoCal Distancing losing those tag team titles to the Bodega in a wild scene. And Ray Rosas as well after Ray ringing the bell of the big man.
God. Man, that bell is going to be a dangerous weapon in there. I'm going to imagine that this no disqualification match is in huge favor for SoCal Distancing. Not only do they have the numbers, but the tactics.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right about that, Blake. Is that coming into this, I already felt like SoCal Distancing was, sort of this environment definitely favors them. But yeah, 3-on-2.
It's almost 4.5-on-2 when you got Miguel out there. But you'll recall, though, in that Heritage title defense of Ray Rosas against Clearwater, Rosas was dividing and conquering by himself there momentarily. He's got some backup here in Martenson, but will it be enough? Right now, Martenson and Rosas in trouble.
Well, the thing you have to worry about, too, with SoCal Distancing is it seems like they always have another card to play, another face to reveal, another member of their ranks.
Yeah, when guys are facing multiple attackers like this, they need to continue to use their movement. If they get stuck in one spot, they're just going to stand there and get ambushed.
Oh, big shot there now by Miguel. And, again, someone who has been conspicuous by his absence for SoCal Distancing has been Adrian Quest. Was he taken out, perhaps? Did Rosas or somebody get to him? And on the flip side, Watts, guys, has not been seen for quite some time.
Or did SoCal Distancing turn on Adrian Quest? I mean, we don't know what these guys are up to.
Tigers eat their young. I mean, that's a good point. But we saw what they did with Rosas. But Watts has been a non-factor as well. We don't know if it was some sort of redemption for what Watts has done.
Martenson's got something there.
What did he hit him with, guys? It's the old television title. I mean, why not here on our 500th episode celebration thing? Scorpio Sky held that title for many a title defense back in the day, and so did Kevin Martenson, for that matter. Uh-oh.
SoCal distancing doomed to repeat a little bit of history there, courtesy of Kevin Martenson.
You got Miguel and Dom Kubrick over here working on Ray, but I don't think they've realized that Andy Brown is in a bad spot over here with Kevin Martenson.
Again, guys, just to reiterate, no rules in this thing, completely unsanctioned. United Wrestling Network washing their hands over what might take place, taking no responsibility. The official really taking a risk being out there as well. And we got Rosas going after something, presumably. Look out here. Kubrick eats nothing but ramp.
Whoa, Ray's back with a chair.
This thing is just breaking down all over the place. Chaos right from the jump.
And that might be the equalizer they needed, guys. And look at this now. BHK trying to muscle up those steps. I mean, those things weigh it. Look at, I mean, we know how powerful Martenson is. It's taking every muscle in his body to get those steps up. Oh, and right into the head of Miguel. The big man is out cold.
Those are some steel stairs. Wow, he might be bleeding down there.
And I think he caught the head of Miguel. He caught the hand, I think, of Andy Brown.
Martenson using it as a launch pad there, and
Andy Brown caught him with a fantastic counter as Martenson came flying through the air.
And again, guys, completely unsanctioned. I do believe, though, that you have to win the match in the ring, as far as I can tell.
Adnan's right in the middle of the storm down there. He needs to be careful.
I'm not sure if winning a match in the ring is the priority of any of these guys right now. They're just looking to beat one another to a pulp.
Double underhook here by Kubrick, who was a member of the tag team champions at one point. And now Miguel catching Kubrick. How about that? 2 for the price of 1, guys.
Yeah, I bet Ray's feeling good about that one. He's starting to land some shots on his former friends. Holy cow, is that a ladder?
I do believe it is, and at the hands of Andy Brown. He's a lethal striker on his own, but you put a weapon in his hands, it's going to be big-time trouble.
He's got devilish intentions with that ladder, though. Look how it is set up.
Man, if people think mixed martial arts is a wild sport, this is crazy. This is madness right now.
It sure is. Basement dropkick. I can't believe Miguel is back on his feet after eating those steps on the outside. There was a chair in the corner. Total bedlam. Total chaos here. This 500th episode celebration. Falcon arrow by the big man.
Yeah, we made it 500 episodes. I'm not sure if this continues on that we'll make it to 501 with the amount of destruction that is going on in and outside of the ring as Kubrick comes down.
Oh, he had the hammer in his hand there.
With a hammer.
My God, he could break your jaw in an instant with that. We got to take a break, guys.
Why decide between a walk-in tub or shower when you could have both? Call now and we'll upgrade your new Safe Step walk-in tub purchase with our exclusive free shower package.
Once you turn 60, you have to realize there are limitations, whether you want to admit it or not. My walk-in tub has helped me to continue to enjoy a much better quality of life.
Call 800-905-7492. That's 800-905-7492. 800-905-7492. Call now.
This is an advertisement for legal services. Important news for farm workers and others exposed to the weed killer paraquat and who were later diagnosed with Parkinson's disease or told by a doctor they might have Parkinson's disease. Studies say those exposed to paraquat sold under these brand names and others have an increased risk of developing Parkinson's disease or Parkinson's-like disease. If you or a loved one worked around the weed killer paraquat and were then diagnosed with Parkinson's disease or told by a doctor you might have Parkinson's disease since exposure, call the law offices of Davis & Crump right now at the number below to see if you are eligible for a cash award and medical expenses. Call the law offices of Davis & Crump right now if you or a loved one were exposed to paraquat and were then diagnosed with Parkinson's disease or told by a doctor you might have Parkinson's disease. Call Davis & Crump right now to see if you're eligible for a cash award and medical expenses. Our first consultation is free and we don't get paid unless you get paid. Call now. Operators are standing by.
And now powerbomb by Rosas out of nowhere. And then now Miguel putting his hands on the official. And sadly, it's legal, guys.
Yeah, like we said earlier, I mean, the referee has to hold harmless here. But look at Ray Rosas putting the ladder on Kevin Martenson.
Doing his best Terry Funk impression here. Uh-oh.
Watch out! Martenson taking it to the extreme.
Tornado of souls. Unbelievable.
TK, this is insane. This is insane.
A calamity of humanity with a ladder wrapped around the head of Kevin Martenson.
A calamity ever so great when cranium and ladder meet, and it wasn't by mistake. Incredible. And now, again, they've nullified the numbers game, guys. Right now, this is where you got to take advantage and go for the win. But I think right now, Rosas is having some fun.
You know, sometimes in life it's about more than picking up the W. Ray Rosas wants to punish SoCal Distancing for everything that they've done, all the harm they've caused, all the pain, and he is giving it back to him tenfold right now.
This is 100% a personal beef for Ray Rosas. There's no big thing to come out of this win. He doesn't win a title. It's nothing but pure revenge that he gets.
Again, they cost him the Heritage title against Jordan Clearwater, did SoCal Distancing. Quite frankly, they cost him another shot because if you'll remember, Rosas had the PP3 Cup. They threw it in the Pacific Ocean. Rosas could get another shot if he still had it. And now where in the world did Kevin Martenson go? Throwing a trash can. Oh, my God, a backdrop onto the ladder. And regaining control now, at least for the moment. Andy Brown. You got Martenson out there with a kendo stick.
I don't know if Andy Brown sees it. He didn't. Martenson able to take advantage, but there's the numbers games. Dom Kubrick catching Kevin Martenson.
That was actually really smart of Andy Brown to try and come up on Kevin Martenson from behind while he had the kendo stick. I would not want to come head on with a guy swinging that big kendo stick. Look at Dominic Kubrick landing those shots. Wow.
Kubrick laying in here on Martenson, who continues to pay the price. And just when it looked like Rosas and Martenson had things going their way, it gets taken away. It's just these odds too great to overcome, I think.
I think you're absolutely right. I mean, we haven't seen Ray Rosas, hasn't been the same since taking that back body drop on the ladder. Martenson in a bad way as well, and now it is all SoCal Distancing. They are directing traffic, really taking control in this chaotic environment.
There's just a variety of weapons laying around that ring that SoCal Distancing had.
No. Oh, my God! They had the ladder across the neck, the sickening chair shot, and look at the mangled body of BHK.
Miguel calling out for one more. They are paying Martenson back for the damage he did with that ladder earlier, and Andy Brown is not done. Miguel says one more.
Listen, I know anything goes, but come on, step in there. Stop this, somebody. Martenson's been here since day one. What a decorated career. I don't want to see it come to an end, and now that title.
They're making Ray Rosas watch the destruction of Kevin Martenson. And can only believe that it's Rosas' turn next to be picked apart.
Absolutely sadistic and sickening.
It's enough. Get him right there. Yeah.
When's enough, Blake?
Man, this is beyond anything that I've ever seen.
Oh my God, rolls through. Concussion on delivery. And it's never been more literal than in this matchup, guys. And it's going to be over, but no, Rosas makes the save. Smart move.
Sometimes you got to dare to be stupid to keep the match going. I get your point, though, TK. It might have been discretion, the better part of valor, to just let this one end. But that's not Ray Rosas' MO in this matchup.
But this might be one of Ray's only chances to put his hands on SoCal Distancing. He has been struggling to find these guys. He doesn't even know who most of them are. We don't even know who most of them are.
Right now, they're the ones putting their hands on Martenson and Ray Rosas, and this is all sorts of bad.
Don't tell me. He loves that package pile driver. Countered, though, by Martenson. Backdrop, and now cannonball. Nobody home. That was a big shot across the bow. Outside, inside. Kicked by Martenson. They keep coming back, guys.
Martenson, though, still seeing stars. Every move that he makes grabs for his head. Ray Rosas, though, trying to figure out who to attack next.
They need to continue to put it on Dominic Kubrick and then try and stop anybody that tries to get in the ring.
Suicide dive to the outside by Rosas. That's what you got to do. You got to eliminate some of the factors. get it down to maybe a 2-on-1 situation the other way. Even the odds are get the advantage. Look out here. Uh-oh, little smash and dash coming. Yeah, that was a fixture of PP Ray back in the day. Here's the cover. Can you put him away? Oh, my God, how close was that guy?
That was a beautiful roll-up out of the corner. Quick transition by Ray Rosas, looking for the finish.
I think Ray Rosas and Kevin Martenson both thought they had it there. That is as close as they come, but they have to go back to the well. They need to pull something else out to finish it off.
And now perhaps they might be looking for weapons-grade polonium. A fixture from the Rock Nest Monsters. These are two of the most decorated tag team wrestlers. Here we go. Weapons-grade polonium. They've gone to war with each other. Now they're fighting side by side.
I think it's good they've gone to war with each other. They kind of know what each other like to do, so they're able to work together as a team as opposed to not knowing anything about each other.
Celebrating 500 episodes, and they are pulling out a lot of history to find success against SoCal distancing, but maybe all for naught right now in the middle with that chair.
I agree with you, James. It might be too little too late if Andy Brown can hit this. But there we go. Version of the Adios Amigos. Little Death Valley driver as well. They're on the chair.
Ray Rosas has something else in mind, though. He's got that ladder. What is he planning?
We know he likes that elbow off the top.
Guys, 500 episodes, 10 years, and this is the wildest, damnedest battle that we've ever seen. Oh, you got to be a madman. Method to the madness. The elbow from the ladder into the cover. He does it.
Wow. Wow, that was fun to watch.
Here are your winners, Kevin Martenson and Ray Rosas.
What an effort, digging down deep, never say die, found a way. Let's take a look back at the action. Two of the greatest tag team wrestlers in the history, combining their forces, the weapons-grade polonium, a fixture from the Rock Nest Monsters, then from the heavens, sends SoCal distancing straight to hell.
Elevation sensation, and like I said, this was just calamity of humanity, but Martenson and Rosas prevailing over SoCal distancing.
Dust settles on an incredible, violent episode of Championship Wrestling. Thankfully, we're still in one piece. And how about settling the score? Clearwater was all tied up, you might say, with Banning, but still got the job done.
I couldn't be more proud of Jordan Clearwater. All his training with me has paid off, where he's been landing that kick everywhere in training. And tonight he showed that left leg hospital, right leg cemetery.
Secured in that straitjacket, talking about secure, the United Television title has been securely around the waist of Levi Shapiro for quite some time, and I'm told we're going to take a look at him next week and his historic title reign.
Yeah, I don't know if Howdy Price greased the wheels a little bit to make this happen, but my question is, how do I get some of that grease?
I mean, it was supposed to be a history of the United Television title. I mean, think of the likes of Scorpio Sky and Willie Mack and people that have held that title, but it's going to be all 21st century old school, all Shapiro all the time.
Price Tag Ranch. That man does know how to do business.
We'll see ya next week.